But first, let's talk about South Africa. As anti-immigration protests grip South Africa, slogans of "they must go" are resounding across the country. The unofficial deadline given by protesting groups for illegal immigrants to leave is already over. And now, the country is witnessing intensified protests across various cities. Sticks, shields and streets on fire. These are the visuals from Johannesburg, which is the epicenter of the anti-immigrant protests. Following minor skirmishes, security forces escorted some foreign nationals away from a mob. So far, at least 4 people have been killed in weeks-long demonstrations. Remember, the police are out in force to maintain calm during these nationwide protests.
So this was the beginning. So we're going to do this until they leave, until they leave, until government goes into those flats, because so we're not stupid. It's not like just a protest thing, because we're going to carry on and remove the drug dealers, and the saloons need to go back to the hands of the South Africans. They need to vacate those shops that they're operating illegally, all of these shops.
Meanwhile, dramatic scenes unfolded in the coastal city of Durban, where armed forces arrived at a store while it was being looted and vandalized by miscreants. Massive contingents of armed forces was deployed following these incidents. According to police officials, a foreign national was found dead on the 30th of June after he allegedly jumped from the 8th floor of a building in Durban. So far, over 900 people have been arrested during these nationwide anti-immigrant protests. Amid the heavy deployment of security forces, anti-immigrant protests marched through the streets of Durban. Remember, these are the protesters that have been marching through cities. Demonstrations were seen and demonstrators were brandishing sticks and traditional Nguni shields as well. Sticks and shields symbolize bravery, ancestral connection, and civic identity. They've become central instruments in modern demonstrations. As demonstrations continue to intensify, remember, the government has ramped up repatriation drives. More than 25,000 people processed for departure in the recent weeks. In fact, in the past few days alone, nearly 4,300 foreign nationals have been repatriated and more than 400 others have been deported. As tensions continue to mount, Nigeria, Malawi, Ghana, Zimbabwe and Mozambique have all organized voluntary repatriation flights and buses for their citizens. South Africa is battling a major job crisis. Unemployment rate currently stands above 30%. The situation has directed anger towards foreign nationals. The South African President, Cyril Ramaphosa, meanwhile, has warned against blaming immigrants for the country's economic pains. Demonstrators argue that illegal foreign nationals are taking away their jobs and services. Right, shifting our focus now to India, the Vijay government in Tamil Nadu has taken a major step to spark scientific curiosity among young minds. From exploring the mysteries of the moon to transforming classrooms of the future, one scientist is now on a new mission, inspiring the next generation to think, create and innovate. He's known as the Moon Man, Malaswamy Annadurai, who played a key role in India's lunar journey. is now focusing on a different launch pad, Tamil Nadu's school syllabus. Take a look.
For decades, he charted paths through uncharted space, navigating cosmic challenges to put India on the lunar map. Now, Milswamy Annadurai, a veteran space scientist, is stepping into a different kind of control room. The mission is no longer about launching the next big rockets into orbit, but about launching young minds into the future. It is a transition from deep space exploration to the foundational roots of human intellect. The government of Tamil Nadu has appointed former ISRO scientist Milswamy Annadurai as the chairman of its curriculum design panel. His core directive is to overhaul the school syllabus, infusing it with next-generation science, technology and artificial intelligence. The man who engineered India's breakthrough lunar triumph is now engineering the academic future of millions of students. Annadurai's legacy at ISRO remains monumental as the program director for Chandrayaan-1 and Chandrayaan-2. He successfully managed the complex orbital mechanics and indigenous technologies that stunned the global space community. He also worked on the historic Mangalyaan Mars orbiter mission, providing India's capability by becoming the first nation to reach the Red Planet on its very first attempt. His tenure at the Indian Space Research Organization redefined low-cost, high-precision space exploration by bringing this elite aerospace expertise to school education. The South Indian state aims to bridge the gap between traditional learning and rapid technological evolution. Textbooks will soon reflect the practical realities of data science, robotics and aerospace concepts. The Moon Man is setting a new trajectory, ensuring that the classroom becomes the launchpad for India's next technological revolution. To the report WION, World is One.
US President Donald Trump has defended his earnings around $1.2 billion from his family's cryptocurrency activities last year. He says that everybody is profiting from his time in power.
Well, I don't get involved in my personal. We have funds that run my money.
But you are benefiting.
Well, I've made a lot of money before I became president, and they invest my money, and I don't talk to them. I don't even speak to them. So I have many people, I don't know what they call it, closed accounts or something. You put your money in, and that's it. I don't talk to them. They're big institutions, and they run it. But yeah, I've had a great career. In business, I've had a great career.
Now, President Trump also insisted that his wealth was due to his prior career, despite the fact that the earnings are related to crypto ventures that were launched during his first year back in the White House. According to financial disclosures released by the U.S. Office of Government Ethics, Trump received nearly $550 million from his ties to the startup World Liberty Financial in 2025. World Liberty Financial, remember, was co-founded in September of 2024 by Trump's sons and the son of Trump's West Asia Special Envoy, Steve Witkoff. The 927-page filings also mention $635 million in royalties received under a licensing agreement related to the Trump cryptocurrency that was launched just hours before the president's inauguration in January last year. The president's crypto activities are the main reason for the near tripling of his personal fortune. According to Forbes, Trump's fortunes rose from $2.3 billion to $6.5 billion between 2024 and 26. While in power, Trump has enacted measures to deregulate the sector, causing asset prices to soar. The White House said that he had proudly made the United States the crypto capital of the world. In other news, in an unprecedented development, a group of traditionalist Catholics defied Pope Leo by consecrating 4 bishops without his consent, triggering a major crisis. The Society of St. Pius X went ahead with a ritual-filled ceremony at its seminary in Switzerland's Econ, despite a last-ditch appeal by the Pope to call it off. Earlier, he had warned that consecrating bishops without his approval amounted to a sin of extreme gravity. Now, why is this significant? Well, as per the canon law, the mere act of consecrating a bishop without a papal mandate implies automatic excommunication for the new bishops and the bishop administering the rite. It's seen as an intentional rupture of the unity of the Catholic Church, and this is the highest penalty in the Catholic Church. The 5-hour ceremony, which was live-streamed on YouTube, was attended by thousands of people. Bishop Alfonso de Galarreta, who himself was excommunicated in 1988, placed his hands on the heads of each of the 4 new bishops, defending the consecrations.
Immaginazione o previsione humaine.
Now, the Society of St. Pius dates back to 1970. Back then, French Archbishop Marcel Lefebvre founded this society in opposition to the modernizing reforms of the Vatican. And these included changes such as allowing the Mass to be celebrated in vernacular languages rather than in Latin. In 1988 as well, a controversy arose after Lefebvre consecrated 4 bishops without the Pope's consent at the time. Subsequently, the Vatican promptly excommunicated them. Now, despite all of this, this society claims to have 6 bishops and 751 priests. Now, this is being perceived as a challenge to the authority of Pope Leo, who has, remember, prioritized church unity. All eyes are now on the Vatican's next course of action.